Hey, Amy, it is Jackson. Just wanted to walk you through getting a loan set up to send disclosures. Okay, so you have already set everything up as the CCI. So these are kind of the steps to take it the rest of the way. So first, we'll go to the Reg Z-LE page. We're going to hit this calendar, and we're going to change the first payment date to being a month from the time of the closing. So the closing is 5/22. That would be July 1st. You always skip a month. Okay, it's always going to be the first of the month. You always skip a month. So if it was May 1st, that means it would be July 1st. If it's May 31st, it's still July 1st. No matter what, you always just skip a month and put the first. Okay. Then go ahead and put this as the date that you're doing, because we're going to have the disclosure desk send the disclosures out whenever the LE date is issued. So the goal is to get the disclosures out on this loan today. That's why I'm going to put that date there. Okay. The next thing I'm going to want you to go check is this payment structure right here. Usually you're just putting in 2.25 there. Now what I want you to do is take the Dallas County Appraisal District document you print out, okay, or that you go get. We're going to go to the bottom of this, and we're going to do $6,204 and divide that by 12, and now it's 517.05. So I'm entering in it right there. Okay. One thing I want you to look for is if this ever says other exemption, then we're going to need to do a separate calculation. If it says homestead exemption or no exemptions, then we're usually going to be fine just to go with this number. If it says other exemption here, there will be a separate process I'll need to train you on. Specifically, what you're going to do is do the Dallas County Appraisal District. Okay. This website, dallascat.org, tax rate calculator. You're going to look at Dallas, Dallas ISD, Dallas County, Dallas Community College. You're going to plug these in, right? So this says Dallas ISD. We do Dallas, we do Dallas ISD. And then you go back here, you scroll to the top, and this has the market value right there. Or sometimes it'll say like the taxable value here or capped value. If it does that, then you do the capped value. Otherwise, we're always going to just use the market value. So we can type in 271,270. And we go back here. If this says homestead exemption, then we click this button. If it does not, then we leave it. We calculate it. And then now see how that matches up. That's why I don't need you to do the calculation this time. But when it says other, it can be a bit confusing. Okay. So now go back to Encompass. All right. We've got this plugged in. The next thing is go to page 3. And you do the cash deposit, which is listed right here on the contract, $3,050. You plug that in there. Okay. Then fee questionnaire. Need you to fill this thing out. These are almost always going to be no on everything except for interior inspection. If it is new construction, like with Bloomfield, this will be a yes, but we'll put no for this one. Also, if we're doing a rush, if the loan is closing in less than 3 weeks, we will do a rush. And this one, the loan closing is not till the 22nd. That is more than 3 weeks, so we will not do a rush. Okay. Go to title policy calculator, we'll put zeros here. 2015 itemization. You have to go to stewartratecalculator.com. You do loan estimate premium. We do the zip code 75228. 75228. Okay. Select transaction type. sale purchase loan amount gonna be 266,381. Purchase price 308. All right. We're gonna look at the contract. If it has the seller paying it, which it does, leave this alone. We just hit calculate rates. If it has buyer paying it, then we would change this to 100%. Okay. Then we go to the 2015 itemization and we enter in this stuff, which is going to be in this section here. The owner's title policy, our title insurance is paid for by the seller. 330, 1797 is paid for by the buyer. Click this, make sure that it is seller obligated. Got a button there. Always double check that says escrowed. That says escrowed. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, then this LTP adjustment, that is right there, 1697. So you're going to type in 1697. Okay, then 53088, 53088. Let's go to loan estimate page tool. We need to type in the deposit. That is the earnest money deposit. And we have to click that little button. We do negative 1697, negative 1697 under LTP 53090. See if that matches. 53090 should match. It should match. Only it rounds. For some reason it's off. 97. All right, it's close enough. All right, go to state-specific disclosures. License number for summit funding is 3099. Disclosures delivered by email. That will be today's date. Property is a homestead. Copy from GFE. Maximum loan to value. Just put on any FHA loan 96.5, and on any conventional loan put 95%. And then this, always just do 60 days from the date. So the day is the April 9th, we'll do June 9th. Home counseling providers, you go there, you get agencies. We will do there we go. Yeah, just you open up get agencies save. That's all you do. Home counseling disclosure today, that will be today. Date generated, that would be today. Okay. And you go to request for tax transcripts. We hit that little plus sign right there. We hit both if there's two borrowers, or just one if there's one borrower. We're going to go down to transcripts requested. We're going to put W2, 1040. Record of account, return transcript. And then form W2. And then we will do the last 3 years on this. So we do 12/31/2018. 31/2017, 31/2016. That should be everything. Okay, yeah, go to summary. This needs to be bond loan, needs to be no. And then when it is FHA loan, these are usually additional fills that have to be done on a FHA loan. So you go back here, you hit Control G, 1065. 1065 occupancy is going to be will occupy within the 60 days. And then if it's FHA, you put FHA. If it's VA, you put VA. And then put this as yes. Ever had a VA loan? No. And then let's try and make sure 28 is filled. I think these are all the main ones that have to be filled. Okay, purpose of loan, purchase home, it's going to be previously occupied, unless it's just always put this one. 1400 and 1639, 1400 and 1639. Okay, so that one filled in there, so we know that one was good. Then 1639 and 1900. Okay, good. So we got that one. And then 900. Do you own? And then do you own, sold other real estate? Put no here. No here. And the way we'll check, this is HUD 1003 addendum, there's the page, makes it easier if you want to find it, is we're going to go to page number 3. If under declarations, it says, have you had ownership interest, then you're going to answer no on both of those, okay? If that says yes, then scroll up here, do they own a property? If they own a property, then you put yes and yes, okay? If you have questions on that, let me know. This is now set up, so what you're going to do is send an email out to the redisclosure team. You're going to put the loan number there. And you say, you basically redisclosures, do you have the bandwidth? The other thing is, just realized, we have to save this. I usually do print, or you can do save as a PDF, okay? You have to save this and the contract. What the hell this is, again. Title policy. You save that there. Go back here, you go to E folder, you go to File Manager, and you click this little button to save. And you're going to save the contract and the title policy quote in there. So this is for FHA loans. On conventional, it's slightly different. So just save this one for FHAs. This is a good first training start. You know, you'll probably have to, work on this a little bit as you run into different problems. If you have challenges or questions, just let me know. But now that's saved there. You can hit this button, and then we'll do Marty Morgan. Everything is saved. Everything's good to go. On this particular one, I'm not going to lock it yet because I want to wait till it gets us 30 days. So, but most of the time they're going to be locked. Okay, there you go. That is setting up a FHA loan for disclosures. All right,